Scientific research and data has underlined time and time again that sustainable development is fundamentally based on the equal participation of women. However, we still need to create the necessary environment for women to have effective access to equal opportunities. In this context, the issue of female leadership comes to mind. We need more women in leadership to bring in the much-needed gender equality perspective. Fundamentally, empowerment means that our girls have to have equal access to education and training. How can we have a global transformation when we know that so many girls do not have access to a proper education? A World Bank study observed that every 1% increase in women with a secondary education yields an increase of 0.3 percentage points in the country's annual per capita income growth. OECD further states that the current level of discrimination is estimated to induce a loss of up to $12 trillion, or 16% of global income. In addition, according to UNICEF, 132 million girls are out of school. And in countries affected by conflict, girls are more than twice as likely to be out of school when compared to those girls living in non-affected countries. It is when we can ensure that equal access and the inclusive education for girls and boys alike that we can engage women in leadership and policymaking and decision-taking roles to be innovators and entrepreneurs. We also know that most women are still the main carers of the families. In this context, the issue of work-life balance, which has been a concern since time immemorial, needs to be effectively addressed. Technology can play an important part in addressing work-life balance. However, other initiatives have to be introduced. Governments need to commit and invest in childcare, for example. An example from my own country, Malta, is that with the introduction of free childcare, female participation in the economy rose by 16%. There are other important issues that need to be addressed and that are interlinked with women's empowerment. Domestic violence, for one, is another concern which threatens gender equality and the well-being of women worldwide. Studies have shown that there is not just a social cost, but also an economic cost as a consequence of domestic violence. Research indicates that the cost of violence against women could amount to around 2% of the global gross domestic product. Violence against women is a clear barrier to sustainable development. Another setback is the issue of the gender pay gap. UN Women state that women earn 24% less than men for the same work. The international community must live up to its commitment to the Sustainable Development Goals. Women should be valued contributors and drivers of positive change. Women are assertive and at the same time empathic, passionate and brave. Women also are adaptable and flexible to their environment and ongoing events. UNIDO brought us together today to drive for change. We mean it. We must not rest until all girls and women are recognized by all as valuable contributors and leaders of positive change to and for our global society.